I'm talking about balls deep. I'm talking about balls deep. I'm talking about balls deep in love.
What is up, folks? Tonight, we're gonna be a touch educational. Alright, I've lost a bunch of you, haven't I? That's fine. Run away from a little education. Who gives a shit? It's gonna be interesting. I know I'm not wearing a hat. Deal with it. Deal with it. Can't have hat head tonight. I don't want to. Anyways, come here. There you are. How are you tonight? You feeling good? Feeling sassy? Feeling sexy? You want to learn some shit? Let's do it. Anyways, tonight we're gonna learn. I wanted to learn about some shit people keep telling me to do. I got a little bit strange requests. Now I'm getting on 2 social media platforms. I think that's weird. So, let's learn about why and what. Well, let's find out what ball breaking is. Because now I've found out, and I feel like sharing. So you guys know how I like to do my videos. We watch videos together, or we learn things together. We cringe in unison like the families that we are. Comments where comments are due. I don't know if I want y'all making comments, because I know you guys are gross. Just gross. So sit back, relax, have some happy pills. Slap on your happy faces, act like you want to be here. We got to get some work done. And get some alcohol. That might help too. And let us learn a little bit about the fetish of being kicked in the balls. They call it ball breaking. As well as nut cracking or impact play or nut busting. There's tons of shit it's called. So let's just do this, okay? Let's jump in. Alright, first let's talk about what balls are. Balls are a cluster of nerve endings in a very small package. They are nerve endings surrounded by a fibrous tissue. I know I wrote it down because I can't really pronounce it. It's tunica albuginea. It's a fibrous tissue, but it's pretty much a very small cluster that's covered by a fibrous tissue, and it's very sensitive. It's not a bad thing, which means if you give it enough love, it could be amazing, but if you manhandle it, it could be very not amazing. But the reason men get sick when you manhandle them is because the testicles are actually formed up by the kidneys, and because of that, they share the nerves from the abdomen. So when you kick them, you also kick the tissue and the nerves that travels to the stomach. So that's how you make them upset and make them puke. Didn't know that. That's why they say when you hit puberty, your balls drop. They really do. They're in your abdomen, near your kidneys. Learn something new every day. Shouldn't really separate girls in sex ed anymore. I would know that if I was allowed to go play with the boys in this. You know what? Forget I said it that way. You know what? Scratch it. It's fine. Forget I said that. But yes, that's why dudes throw up. Moving on. I scoured the internet to find a few instances where this was talked about, and it is called ball busting, nut cracking, what else is it called? Impact play, but it's done before or after sex. Most of the time before. And some guys like to be punched in the balls or kicked, but most like to be kicked. And yes, they do realize that they could get hurt, but they don't care. Yes. And most prefer being kicked over being punched because punching is a short, quick pain and kicking is more painful and lasts longer. Don't ask me how I know this shit. I looked it up. I was serious that I looked into this, okay? And also, most that I've read is that it's a humiliation thing. It's a humiliation or dominance thing. They enjoy being kicked and made to feel like they're being dominated. Some guys had a thing about short women or slender women controlling them and making them feel less than zero. Kicking them in the nuts was like kind of like the sugar on top, I guess you could say. It also had to do with being kicked in the nuts and then begging them to stop. You know what? I'm going to stop describing shit. But yeah. A lot of them were very specific in the articles and shit I read. It was a hard read. Very hard read. There was also a lot of guys that lost some things. And it wasn't just the testicles. Okay, moving on. All right, this is where shit gets freaky. This is talking from a woman's point of view. I definitely looked this up extensively, articles and shit like that, coming from women who are into this shit. Yeah, I did. Shut up. I know you're thinking I'm crazy. Like, I wrote it down. Okay, from a woman's side, it's kind of like the same as men. It's a power thing. They get to be dominant. Like, half the people that you look, they either have the name Mistrix, Dominatrix, or Humiliatrix. Those are fucking hard. Yeah, but it's the same thing. It's a power thing. These guys, though, mainly call it impact play or ball busting. And they usually, they do not just punch and kick. They do not. They use kicking, kneeing, slapping, punching, or riding crops. Or other things like it. Riding crops. You know, those are for horses. Why can't they just be for horses? Come to find out, most of these women get paid $300 an hour. An hour. It's more than a freaking dentist or a doctor. Jesus. They get paid $300 an hour to work their magic on a client. The client comes to them and they just start kicking. They just kick the shit out of them. Now, they do say that their clients do have specifications for, like, the shoes. Some guys like stilettos. And not to be crushed with the heel or anything. It's the tip. The way I said that was just... I feel dirty. I'm taking a shower after this. I really am. Let's see. One dominatrix tagline was, "They wouldn't be called balls if they weren't for kicking." They wouldn't be called balls if they weren't for kicking. Pure poetry. Why am I on this earth? I want to leave now. We got tons of taglines here. That same tagline is also used in Twitter. Twitter's got a lot of these taglines, okay? Twitter is the place to go if you want to get one of these people. To attract women who are willing to be ball busters for them, they either put out there or say they want to be aching for the weekend or some shit like that. Help. Who wants me to be aching for the weekend? Help ball bust Brian. Then we got nothing like sitting on my couch with with a bag of frozen peas on my balls all weekend. And they go on like that. The women write stuff like, I'm in the mood to do some breaking. I feel dirty. And let me just show you a picture. Yep. I'm gonna leave that for you right there. That's about it. Well, I hope you learned something tonight, as we all did. Nothing's as good as having a bag of peas on your balls all weekend. Nothing. I don't want to be on this earth anymore. Please kill me. I have a Patreon, if anyone gives a shit. No, I won't break your balls. I think I'm done now. Like, subscribe, share, but if you don't feel like it, I'm straight cool with that. I make $300 an hour breaking balls for a living. I'm humiliatrix. I'm just humiliatrix Jetson. I make $300 an hour. Oh shit. No, but for real. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys later. Try recycling. Wear a sports cup. Behave. Deuces.